Well, hey there. I'm Amber. If we haven't met, married to Nordstrom, we have been for a decade. We have a brand new 8-year-old, a spicy 5-year-old, and 2-year-old twins. My job is to help you live your best life, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Why? Because I believe that each and every one of you is essentially worthy of all that you want, you dream, you're inspired to do. So I'm joining you today with an update. Last time we were here together, I was showing you all the newness that doTERRA had to offer. But here's the honest feedback as I was opening it in front of you and I was experiencing the oils with you, right? And then I came home and I have a really fun story about when my kids experienced the brand newbies, but I'll save that for another day. Anyways, when I opened that package with y'all, I had not tried the deodorant. I also had not tried the mouthwash. So here's my honest to goodness feedback and update on the two products that I have been using almost daily. And it's been, a week and a half maybe? Okay, I don't know if you've tried doTERRA's deodorant previously. Let's just say about 10% of the doTERRA population loved it. It wasn't something I recommended. I will always be honest with you, whether I love a product, whether it's not my favorite, whether I feel like it works physically, emotionally, whatever doors it opens, right? Or maybe sometimes we want to close some doors, right? Some unhealthy habits. So the deodorant was not my favorite. I gave it a good go. Not good. So it was actually, this deodorant was doTERRA's most requested reformulation. In other words, 90% of the doTERRA world wasn't impressed. They didn't like it. They weren't going to buy it. They weren't going to encourage other people to do so. And yet, what goes on us is so important. And deodorant, you guys, is so toxic. Look at your ingredients. Look at all the junk. And guess where that's right by, especially for us women. Right there, underarms, right by the breasts, and what are so many facing that horrible word that starts with a C, right? And that women fear getting, especially in the breast area, but anywhere is no bueno. So here's the thing. I've used this every day, and not only, and you know what? Hold on, let me smell it. It has a very, very, very subtle scent. It claims to be balanced, which is incredibly friendly for both male and female. It's our grounding blend. The scent is not much, but it works. Oh, girl, let me tell you something. When you shower because you want to, because it's a blessing to, because it's just something that makes you feel nice, that's when you want to shower. Not because you cannot stand the stench of your own self, let alone the poor people who are around you going, oh, she's all natural. I mean, can I get an amen? So my feedback is yes, it works. It is not, the old stuff was like waxy and just, I can't even tell you. I think the old stuff is still for purchase. Thumbs down on the old stuff. Double thumbs up on the new reformulated deodorant. So try it, buy it, try it. My spicy 5-year-old is waving through the through the window at me. And let me know what you think. So seriously, it works. It's awesome. I would love your feedback. Okay. So the mouthwash, I don't know if y'all couldn't remember, but I could not get the cap off of me for the life. Okay, so I got this one off, but I could not untwist this. Do you remember? My hands were all oily from smelling all the goodness that convention had to offer. So here's my feedback. First and foremost tip is that you give it a good shake before you use it. So one of the people who tried it, cinnamon must sit at the top because they said, oh my goodness, I liked it, but it was spicy for me. It was cinnamon. I give it a good shake every time. Hey, Kate, good morning. It's way early where you're at. Why are you up? Anyways, and so I give it a good shake and it is yummy. It's effective. You can swish it however long you want. You're free to swallow if you choose. My husband's like, I have this weird thing that I've never been able to swallow mouthwash before, so I can't swallow it. I'm like, well, you do you, boo, right? But anyways, his feedback was, babe, that mouthwash, it tastes like candy. And I'm like, and it makes you smell nice. Come here, boy. Right? So this is my feedback on the On Guard mouthwash. They call it protecting and refreshing. And what's incredible about this is that, you guys, if you don't know the power of On Guard, it's not only refreshing that breath, but you're talking the power of the On Guard blend, getting in there, attacking the bacteria, any type of junk, not only in your mouth and on your tongue where we hold a lot of our germs, but also think about what cavities are, right? So give it a good shake before you use it. And what I do is I don't know if this was created for this, but I pop off the top, I fill it up, and then I just pound it. Of course, I'm swishing. I'm not like pounding a shot by any means, but there's 2 lids. And so I use this as like that. I don't know if it's meant for that, but hey, functioning, working, fabulous. So those are my updates. I give a double thumbs up for both products. They are great. All right, I told you I had a funny story, and listen, viewer discretion is advised. Here's why. Perhaps what I'm going to say will trigger a different word than what's meant to be. We have an 8-year-old, a brand new 8-year-old, but he's been reading for, I don't know, at least 2 years, and he's reading well above his average. Even though he's a 2nd grader, he reads about a 5th grade level. Well, my whole thing is I want content that challenges his brain without growing him up too fast, right? I mean, yes, he doesn't need to be exposed to more than's appropriate. So he's reading this book, and he comes to me because he knows to ask mom and dad about certain things he doesn't understand before he shares with his 3 younger siblings. He goes, Mom, the F word is in this book. I go, the F word? Oh, what's the F word? He's like, well, I'll just spell it. F-A-R-T. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I'm keeping it together, right? Because in our house, we actually don't say that word because we can just say toot or whatever, because I think the other word just sounds a little too nasty coming out. Or you have 2-year-olds mispronouncing it, and Lord knows what's coming out of their mouth trying to say F-A-R-T. So he's like, Mom, it has the F word. I'm like, oh my goodness, right? So he tells me what the F word is. So then he's reading another book. He's like, Mom, it has the D word. I'm like, what's the D word? He's like, I'll spell it. D-U-M-B. And I'm like, oh yeah, we don't say that word in our house. Nope. Well, just read it in your brain and don't speak it out, right? So another time he's like, Mom, this book has the S word. I'm like, well, what is the S word, right? And he's like, S-T-U-P-I-D. And I'm like, oh yeah, nope, we don't say that in our house, right? So bless his heart, and he thinks he won't get in trouble if he spells it. Plus he's not saying the word, so the youngins, right, the tiny littles, can't hear it and repeat it. So I also, and here's where this ties in, because obviously each book has a new, bad word that our home doesn't say. And so he's so good about making sure I know it's in there, and bless his heart, he's the firstborn, right? The rule follower, right? So I have this tradition where on the weekends we get more fun with breakfast, right? For example, Saturday, I made a version of gluten-free lemon poppy seed muffin in a pancake. Now, I can't have it because I'm on Whole30, and so, it's just, I can't have it, but the smell, y'all. Okay, so that was Saturday. Well, then Sunday, I do French toast. It's kind of just a normal thing. We get the gluten-free bread loaf. We use the whole thing. We make a gluten-free French toast because all our kids are wheat-free. So anyways, he's at the dinner table, and he's like, I want more of the F word. I want more of the F word. And I'm like, Trace, what is going on? I'm sitting here thinking his tummy's rumbling and he got gas, right? I mean, that's the F word he knows and knows not to say. So I look at him and I said, what do you mean you want more of the F word? And he goes, well, look at my plate. I'm out of French toast, and French toast starts with F. I want more of the F word. I can't. Oh my goodness, you guys, raising kids, it's a kick in the pants. It's phenomenal. So anyways, I hope y'all have an incredible Tuesday. I hope that if you come across some words that aren't said in your home, that you're able to just hear them, stuff them down, and get a good giggle. That's what I say. All right, y'all. I have a date with my man tonight. Oh, girl, that's right. Okay, well, anyways, bye.